What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we are gonna do something very, very cool, but before we get into it, I'm getting a lot of comments saying, when are you gonna drive the Mark IV? I'll drive it very, very soon. I had to order a whole new complete set of coil packs for this car, but I overnighted them, so they should be here any day. That's why that car isn't driving, and that's why that car isn't driving, is because our original set of coil packs like blew up on that car, so we had to get a new one, and then I had to borrow the ones from that car to put in that car. It's a big mess, but the reaction video for this car should be coming later this week, so definitely stay tuned for that. But we're gonna be diving in today on the Mark V Supra. Now, we already put a downpipe in this car, but what we haven't done is, because it simply doesn't exist yet, is we haven't done a catback exhaust. And today, we're actually gonna be starting the process of getting it mocked up. We're going to be the prototype for MagnaFlow. Now, I normally am not interested in doing prototyping stuff, but an exhaust is pretty straightforward, and they also might be giving us the opportunity to make our own special custom exhaust for this car, which I am super, super down for. Exhausts to me are like different wheels for cars. You can always change them out. It doesn't take very long, and you can, if you really wanted to, have a different couple of them, and you can drastically change the persona of the car from the exhaust. The fact that we're gonna get an exhaust out of this, and we get to be the first ones in the world to actually have one, that's just an offer I could not pass up. So today, we're gonna be driving the Mark V up to Oceanside to the MagnaFlow factory. We're gonna talk with their tech, talk about what they're gonna do, and kind of develop the first part of this video. The exhaust obviously won't be finished for a couple days, so they still have to make it and design it and do all of that stuff, but we'll get more information about that when we get there. And if you didn't notice, I'm wearing one of the 3 new colorways that we have for the More Money, More Car Parts t-shirts. If you guys didn't hear, we're giving away my Mustang GT that makes over 700 horsepower. All you have to do to enter is spend $5 on thehuntingcompany.com. Every $5 you spend, it gets you 1 entry to the website. So click the links down below, go check it out. Anything you get on the site goes towards the giveaway, and it ends on this date right here. I love the burgundy color, and I'm glad that we brought it back for this shirt, and we have 2 other colorways, and I'm super hyped on this. So if you haven't already, be sure to check it out. What's nice about this car, I mean, what's nice for me, always having a camera and always filming and stuff, having a car that has an accessible USB port that is pretty easy to get to, so that when I'm using this big camera, batteries die super, super quick. I usually always have this little battery pack on me, so I can throw this right here, and I can even plug it in. Nice. We are about a 35-minute drive away. Calvin's gonna meet us there because he's gonna be on a ride home, because we're gonna be leaving this car up there for a couple days, which, like I said, is gonna hurt a little bit. Trust me, I don't want to leave it, but if it means that we get to be one of the first cars ever with an aftermarket exhaust on this car, then I might just have to take up the offers on that. Something with this car, because I think I'm such a JDM fanboy, and I love the Mark IV Supra so much. I always think if I was alive when the Mark IV came out, I knew that I would have loved it just as much as I love this car. For some reason, I think it would have been really cool to like be a part of the process with the Mark IV, with like new parts coming out, being the first to like do this and that, and because I feel that way, that kind of rolls over to my thoughts with the Mark V. I kind of like being the first to get some of the stuff out there, and 10 years from now, when this car becomes a legend, because I guarantee you it will, you'd be like, oh yeah, I remember when I got mine and I was first to this and that, and just a cool story to tell, and this makes this owning experience feel a little bit more special. I'm sure most people don't care, but the navigation system on this car is super, super nice, how it shows it on both screens, and I almost can't film it right now because it's so bright out, but not only do you see turn by turn on the main screen, but on the inside here, right there, you can almost kind of see it. Sorry guys, it's kind of rough with the sunlight, but it also shows an additional infotainment system that shows like lane guidance and shows extra information. One of the things I really love about this car. I'm gonna interrupt today's video to say thank you to our sponsor, Ring. I've talked about Ring multiple times on this channel, but if you guys do not know what Ring is, it's a home security system that has everything from doorbells, motion sensors, everything that you need for a home security system for your own home. As you guys know, I have a Ring system installed on my house, and I absolutely love it. And the main reason that is because it always notifies you when there's activity going on outside your house. For example, I have a video doorbell outside my front door, so whenever there's motion going on, I get an alert to my phone that says, hey, someone is outside your front door, and I can log on to my phone and see what's happening outside via the camera. And one of the best things about it all is I have multiple types of cameras for multiple different situations. If you wanted an indoor cam, they have that. If you wanted an outdoor cam, they got that. If you wanted a floodlight cam, they got that. On their website, you can see multiple different options that can suit any one of your needs for your own home. And because you guys are subscribers of this channel, Ring is giving you guys a special offer for your own home. The special offer includes a video doorbell and a Chime Pro, which is exactly what you need to start a ring of security around your own home today. If you go to ring.com/TJ Hunt, that's ring.com/TJ Hunt, you guys can get a special offer to get your home security started today. Thank you so much for Ring for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back to it. muting that before I get copyrighted. I do briefly want to point out that there is these two 10-inch subwoofers in the back, and when you get this car from the factory, everything like audio-wise is like flat. There's not much bass, there's not much treble, there's not much depth at all in the music, and I'm not gonna sit here and act like I know really what I'm talking about, but me, from just an average consumer who doesn't know what really anything means, I was playing with one of the menus in here, and it's like a full equalizer. It has like this full spectrum, and I'm not talking about, you know, your typical just like bass turn up, fade turn up, treble turn up. I mean like this weird like sine wave type of equalizer that you could literally spend probably 30 minutes on. And I started playing with some stuff, and I actually brought up a whole bunch of bass, pretty much made the sound system sound completely awesome in here. So I just want to point that out, because although I can't really show anything on camera, it's really hard to pick up audio, and I can't really play any songs for you guys, I do want to say that I'm a huge audio freak, meaning in all of my cars, even Sprinter's S2000 we had it, I took that to get a full stereo system with subs in the back, and my BRZ we have a full system with subs in the back, and with this car it sounds amazing. Like, it sounds so good, and I don't know, there's something just about like good quality music with good bass, and just makes your drive that much better. So just want to point that out. It's awesome. I'm so happy with it. Every day I fall on something new with this car. So they just opened the gates around back. One day we'll have a facility this big, maybe, hopefully. Fun fact, you do not have to put this car in park to turn it off. You can turn it off and drive, and it automatically goes to park. Man, this lens is so dirty. I see you guys commenting about it. I try, I'm sorry, I really do, I really do. I'm about to show you guys some cool stuff, getting a little behind the scenes sneak peek. We're gonna be leaving this car here, like I've told you guys today, and we're gonna be doing some fun stuff, which I don't wanna give away too many secrets, but we should be potentially, might even be creating something special for us. But one of my buddies, Sam from Supra Street, actually has his car here. The reason why we have my Supra here as well is because Sam's is completely stock, other than he has springs on his car, but he has a factory downpipe. And of course on our car, we don't have a factory downpipe. It's cool to see his car. They have a prototype underneath the car right now, and they have two, larger diameter all the way through, and you can even see the little V-band up here and then going up to the downpipe right here. So definitely increasing the size, gonna give us a little bit more volume. And one of the first questions that I asked is, I was like, are you guys gonna try to keep the valve in the car? And they said they were, which I was like, that is awesome, because one of the best things about this so far, and something that I know I don't wanna sacrifice when I get an aftermarket exhaust, is I don't wanna sacrifice that valve, because it actually does a lot to the car, and it's nice. And again, this isn't normally how it is for me, but it is kinda nice to have the option to be loud versus not loud. Hearing that they are gonna be keeping that is pretty cool. I also want to show this really quick, because this is a cool little feature that I haven't seen MagnaFlow do before, but I only have an exhaust on the Mustang with MagnaFlow, but a little carbon fiber tip that matches kind of well with like the JDM style in my opinion. And I also want to point out, because I'm just super excited right now and I'm geeking out, this is the first time I've seen another Supra other than mine. I've never seen any other ones. And if there was a color that I could have picked, it would have been the white. And I did the black one because we have a black Mark IV, but seeing the white is so good. I know that you guys know how much I love my white cars, and I wanted it. Trust me, I wanted it. But seeing this looks good, and just imagining the carbon fiber tips on that look so good. I'm doing a little bit of peeking here, and I found one of these carbon fiber tips. These are awesome. I've never had a car with carbon fiber tips. One thing I do want to point out is that MagnaFlow, for the most part, and they're taking a step towards it, but for the most part, has been more like American muscle exhaust. And you don't really see MagnaFlow on JDM cars, more tuner cars, and that's something that hopefully will be changing very, very soon. It would be awesome if I could kind of help push them in that direction, because it's definitely a market that loves exhaust and always needs new companies to be pushing new innovative designs and whatnot. Super excited that they're gonna be pushing something for the Mark V Supra. I think it's a great idea, and the fact that I might be able to have some play on the design is pretty awesome. Super pumped. Before we leave here, we're gonna have to get a picture with both our cars together, but I can't give you guys too much information on what we're doing just quite yet. I'm gonna have to let that be a surprise later in the week when we come back here and check everything out. But I'm super grateful that they let me come here today, kind of get a little sneak peek and come check out this shop, because man, this thing is goals. Oh, our ride showed up, boys. We got a ride home. Calvin also wanted a little sneak peek.
We gotta be safe.
I think I look good. Like I almost prefer it.
You're good.
Like
Definitely distorts the vision.
I'll probably just keep wearing it throughout the video.
You won't. You actually won't.
I won't.
The thing is you won't.
You're probably right. Okay, so moral of the story, dropped off the car, got a little sneak peek. Don't want to show you guys too much. Always got to give you guys a little something to chew on while we're not posting. But we're in super good hands. Super excited to come back later this week, draft it all up. I already did, dude. I was already like, dang.
These are the teeps? Oh my.
I'm happy to see Magnaflow take some steps in the tuner direction. These are dope.
That's what Supra intended. Toyota intended for the Supra.
Super dope, super hype. These look really clean. Time to get some max volume out of this. And for those who want to get a tour of this place, let me come back later this week. I'll be sure to give you guys a full tour.
Thursday.
Just wait.
For us, Friday. Never mind, cut that. That's all cut. Heat, I got AC, baby. I'm like 50% of your cars.
Hey.
That's true though, 50%.
No.
Yeah.
The only car that doesn't have that has AC.
Supra.
That has AC.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
Oh, it does. Wow, that's hot, dude.
Push. Try again. Keep going. Keep naming off cars.
Ferrari got AC.
Ferrari has AC. They haven't seen that video yet, but the Ferrari has AC. There's only one car, and it doesn't even really count. So you could just take back everything you said. The 350 is the one that doesn't have AC, which is a race car. But hey, I'm kind of taking a big crap on you right now, but I do want to give you props. We had Washos come and clean our car, and Calvin's car got cleaned, and it looks good.
It looks good.
It looks good for the first 2 days, and then it gets dirty again. I don't want to Lambo you right now. We have to go home a little bit early today because I'm doing adult things. I have furniture that is being delivered. Oh my God. I have furniture that is being delivered to the house, and I have to be there when it gets delivered. So, dropped off the Supra, got a ride home with Calvin, jumping in the 458. I've been dailying in this car as of recently, since we've been working on the Supra. I have to say, man, feels nice to be back in this car. I miss it. Reminds me what a real paddle shift car should feel like. It must be Christmas because I'm getting gifts non-stop today. I got a gift from DW, we got a gift from DNA, so shout out to those guys. If you guys follow my Instagram, you know what gifts I'm talking about. If you don't, follow it right here so you don't miss out. But I also got a gift from Movement. I think I'm coming up on my 4-year anniversary with being partnered for Movement. So that's pretty iconic. Those that have been following for a long time. Like it's been, what, since 2016 I've been partnered with them. So pretty cool. They sent me a little gift and some new stuff that hasn't even released yet, but they said, we know you put your work in through the late hours of the night. Oh my gosh, Calvin's stream is just a little bit too much for me right now. But they sent over some new glasses and some new watches. So thank you, Movement. A little boxing experience. Those of you who don't know, Movement makes sunglasses, they make jewelry, they make blue tint glasses, a bunch of stuff like that, which I'm a really big fan of the blue tints, which I wear a lot, and some people are down with them, some people aren't. I'm a huge fan of them. Let me give you an example of what I mean. Blue tints are pretty much just like normal glasses. They're pretty much see-through, but they have a blue little tint on them that helps with the, I don't know if it's UVs is the correct word, but it helps with computer screens, helps protect your eyes from all the blue rays and whatnot. And they look just normal glasses, but they help protect your eyes, which is such a big plus for people who spend a bunch of time on the computer, like myself. And I got those in 2 frames. I got these bigger frames and I got these smaller ones. And I have a very small face, so I probably will stick with the smaller ones. But thank you, Movement. On top of that, we got 2 new watches that they've released, and these are more of their square circular designs. It sounds weird, but wait till you see it. Very, very nice, clean option. Thank you, Movement. And lately I've been on the gold game. I've been wearing a lot of gold watches lately, and this one is nice cop. That one's awesome. If you use my code TJ10, you can save yourself 10% off of everything, and if you click the top link in the description, you will get automatic discounts to the whole entire site. So if y'all want to take advantage of that, I highly suggest you do so. I should be looking at my watch now, but these aren't set, but we have like my furniture gets delivered from anywhere from 4 p.m. today till 10 p.m. So I'm gonna stay posted on the computer editing, doing stuff like that until our stuff gets here, then it's time to set up downstairs. Alright, so we're like 6 months into living staying in this house, and we just finished this room. Now, this room is a bit unconventional for us because for the longest time, we couldn't figure out what to do with it. As you guys know, our living room upstairs is pretty open, and we always have a bunch of people watching TV there, and there's a dining room table there, and a big kitchen there, and then upstairs we have the office and the bedrooms and stuff, so we didn't really have a necessity for any other rooms. But as of lately, we've been playing a lot more games, and I don't mean video games, I mean like we've been playing poker, or we've been playing board games, or you know, just whatever. We just been playing a lot of games. We decided that we kind of wanted to have a room dedicated to just like, you know, playing games, or a way to separate, you know, if all the girls are watching a movie upstairs but the guys don't want to watch a chick flick, they can have a place to hang out. We ended up just creating that space into this open room. So it turned out pretty well in my opinion. And I'm not gonna get full interior design and go into like a full adult mode and homeowner mode, but we are very, very proud of this room because we threw it together in like a day and a half. And it looks good. It looks really good. We have the TV for watching games or watching Netflix, doing whatever. This is an awesome table that doesn't really look like a dining room table, meaning like where you'd eat dinner, but it's not a high top, but it's somewhere in the middle, because we didn't want it to look too formal in here, because then it would just look like a dinner table and it would just look kind of weird. So we got little bar stool-esque chairs and a really nice table that, even with the bonus, has a little swivel. So when you're playing a board game or you have whatever, everyone can spin the board, and it just worked out nice. And this piece is actually something that Kevin and Alicia, Mr. and Miss Jumba themselves, made for me when we hit 1 million subs on the channel. And I've had it just sitting in my house for a long time, and I never knew where to put it. And this just looked like the perfect place to put it. So I'm glad to finally have that up and running, and finally got this thing all together. For the longest time, I never had any cabinets here, or any whatever you would call that. That was just empty. So I just didn't know what to do, and I moved in and I was just like, I don't want to do anything else. But you know, kind of trying to finish my adulting life just a little bit. I'm happy. That's where I'm gonna end today's video. The Mark V Supra is almost done with its new exhaust. Super excited about that. If you haven't already, guys, hit that subscribe button and turn post notifications on if you want to get a lot more Supra content and a bunch more stuff coming soon, including a full send project, which is coming soon, I promise. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Peace out and keep moving forward.